received from the executive committee to make this come to pass. As I make this presentation, it's still a work in progress, and I look forward to receiving feedback from you and answers to make this paper better as we focus on the future. Last but not least, as Mary, my colleague, said, we were in school together, we've done so much together, and you're still friends. I'm an accredited mediator with the Strathmore Dispute Resolution Center. So in case of any mediation needs, kindly do what? I'm a call away. This is the outline of my presentation, but I won't focus more on defining AI, how we've integrated AI in libraries, the future of AI, benefits and challenges of AI. This is what I sampled as my definition of AI. And I said, AI is what distinguishes mankind from animals. That's what makes us unique. That a dog, a cow cannot use AI. But you're in an era where AI distinguishes what man can do and what other animals can do. And I use the definition by Ma and Ward in 2019, is the most important technology ever used by mankind today, and the biggest mistake one can make is ignore it. As librarians, you can't afford to ignore what AI is doing to the community today, what AI is doing in the society today. Our life is about AI. From using your WhatsApp text from Google to wherever you do, most of this is AI generated. It's so prudent and timely for us to have that discussion. What is AI doing to us? And how can we embrace AI in our day-to-day working as librarians? Allow me to skip all those because we at least know what AI is. And I say the presentation will examine the integration of AI in libraries, challenges, benefits, and its future in libraries. And finally, I'll have a moment to provoke our thoughts about the role of librarians in this new phenomenon that has taken over and thrown the library process into disarray, and the transformation in libraries with regards to adoption and use of AI technology. This has already been done by the previous presenters, but I think I'll have us to sit down and really think, what is AI doing to us? What is the future? Where are we? What can you do? What are the learnings from this conference that we've had? I'll start with one very basic way AI has been integrated in libraries. We all know about virtual libraries, yeah? Or am I assuming we know? Virtual libraries, online libraries, you've heard of them? Yeah, and they have, the whole essence of virtual libraries have revolved structurally and the context of AI beyond of libraries, beyond the physical buildings to centers of excellence. Virtual libraries are found in remote locations, and they leverage on AI technologies to enhance efficiency, improve user experiences, and offer innovative services. Technologies have enabled virtual libraries to automate routine tasks such as sorting, shelving, and answering reference questions, and managing collections. Most of libraries all have Ask a Librarian, and most of these are not managed necessarily by persons who are there 24 hours. But from whichever point and whichever part of the world you are, you're able to access the virtual libraries so long as you're a member of these libraries. AI has also come key in collection development. These are practices that we all do as librarians. We have policies on collection development. We have plans on collection development. And AI has enabled us to analyze user preferences, their borrowing patterns, and also make informed decisions so that we ensure the raw materials are aligned with the evolving use and needs of our community interest. A case in point, you may be wondering, why would the judiciary have a whole library? Why do you have a library in the judiciary? The role of a judiciary librarian is very unique with regards to collection development. We all know that law is very dynamic and it changes with time. The law that was applied yesterday might be overruled by a higher court today or tomorrow evening because of the nature of the dynamism of law. And therefore, we have a role to ensure that our collections align with the evolving use of our users. And AI has come in very handy in ensuring that we cater for our community interest. And we say, the landscape offers libraries unprecedented opportunities to diversify their collections and cater to the evolving use of needs of their users. The diversity of resources and collection are critical for effective service delivery in our respective libraries. That's a 28 definition that defines that diversity of information resources enriches the learning experience and supports interdisciplinary research initiatives when librarians perform their roles of harnessing and providing access to such contents to the users. AI, we always carry out a user need analysis before we even define our collection. AI has provided tools that are able to track user behavior and therefore eases our role as we carry out the user needs assessments. AI enables us to track how patrons interact with digital and physical resources. As a result, it optimizes the library services by improving websites' visibilities, which is very key, especially for those in academia, enhances resource accessibility, and also tailors our needs according to our users. I'm sure you all have used AI in our cataloging and classification systems, using what you call the natural language processing. I know Professor Gatiti aligned to this. It's a technique that enables machine to understand and identify patterns in textual data, aiding in creation of accurate and comprehensive catalog entries. Natural language processes also are used in marketing, information validation, retrieval, and visualization. All that is aided by AI. NLP empowers AI systems to comprehend and analyze user queries, hence delivering more precise and relevant search results, improving the experiences. I don't need to attest so much to that because we had such a detailed program yesterday that spoke towards this. AI has also helped in data analytics and decision making. Data is key for all of us as librarians. What data are we selling out there? What data is proving our relevance in our respective libraries? What data are you using to communicate to the management? And therefore I'm saying AI analytics help libraries make data-driven decisions about collection development, resource acquisition, and budget allocations. Such technologies like chatbots and virtual assistant provide continuous help to users by responding to queries and offering aid, directing consumers to relevant information and services. As a result, accessibility and the convenience of the library customers, eases the use and access of the library. AI has brought about predictive analysis and acquisition. Our acquisition has changed because from the data you're able to know, I need to increase if we buy the hard copies, not necessarily the e-copies. From the data you're able to know, I need more copies of this book because of the demand. I need more volumes of this and the other. And AI makes it very easy. Like you don't need to go through the old files you used to go through to find out who are the users, what do they do. AI is able to give us predictive analysis, thus transforming traditional library services, offering a new way and enhancing experiences. As a result, optimizing resource allocation and enables us to anticipate our community needs. I spoke about that's a continuation of predictive analysis as per Cox and Mazmuda 2022. It involves analyzing historical data to identify patterns, trends, and potential future outcomes in the context of libraries. This means leveraging data on book checkouts, user preferences, and also helping librarians predict future user needs and trends. AI has allowed us to use diverse technologies. It encompasses a range of applications, including NLP, machine learning, and robotics. These technologies have enabled us to automate routine tasks such as sorting, shelving, answering reference questions, and managing collections. Professor Gatiti spoke of the 90% he used to do. AI has enabled us to do this because I know there are machines that you don't need to close. I think NLS used to close for weeks on end to do what? To do stock taking. In the era of AI, just at a splash of a scanner, you're able to get all the data that you need about your collection. It enhances search capabilities. We have more diverse options of search. An example that we went through yesterday, so long as you define your keywords well, your parameters well, there is ease. It enhances your search capabilities. UNAGA 2010 says the quantity of new information being generated is at an exponential rate. It has led to intervention and use of computerized and artificial intelligence retrieval systems to facilitate information searching and retrieval from the library collections, be it paper-based or electronic. What is AI doing in the libraries? It has enhanced security and fraud. I don't need to be dwell so much on this. I think in most of libraries you have RFIDs that ensure that our physical books are safe and you're able to monitor where the books are. These authors listed before say AI has emerged as a powerful tool in safeguarding library records against physical and digital threats. They've equipped libraries with sensors and Internet of Things devices that play a crucial role in monitoring environmental conditions within the library. Not only is it about theft and loss of documents, but also AI has enabled us to know the right temperature, the right climatic conditions, the state of our books, and some AIs are able even to alert you and let you know that this book needs to be rebound or repaired or that kind of thing. AI has enabled interactive bibliographic instructions using various media. And we say web-based library instructions incorporate multiple instructional media into the web presence to convey the instruction in multi-simulating ways with capabilities of online tutorials and engagements. We spoke of information literacy. AI makes it very easy for our users to be able to interact with our bibliographic data without necessarily giving them details of what we look at as we look for as librarians with regards to bibliographic data. And I say they serve as a guide that interlinks the library users to automatically select applicable information sources, such as database or file as guided by various intelligent gateways, systems with potential benefits. A case in point, if you have visually impaired persons, it's very easy for them to be able to access and to have gateways to online resources. That can be related to the next slide where I'm saying portable computer reader services for those who are physically challenged. They're able to use various methods that I've listed here. Some are Amazon Kindle, Noble Barnes and Noble Nook, Sony Reader to read information that is in text by using e-readers. Then I asked myself, what is the future of AI in libraries? What is our future? Is there hope for us? Is there a place of AI in our libraries? The answer is definitely yes, following the presentations we've had here. These are my thoughts. I haven't done much research on this, but I'm still building on it. And I say AI algorithms are capable of generating personalized book structures and research paper recommendations based on analysis of our user preferences. Similarly, AI can enable intelligent resource management. Since the library is digitized and the catalog is automated, AI can optimize collection development through analysis of consumption trends and focusing on future demands for practical resources. With the help of virtual assistants and chatbots. AI has given library patrons immediate assistance. It helps research in answering research inquiries, provide answers, and directs our users to where the information is in our various libraries and the diverse sources of information that you do. The future of AI is also in collaboration and knowledge sharing. And that's what we are doing here. We are sharing knowledge, we are collaborating, we are thinking of partnerships, something that was a test for when you're launching the strategic plan. It's about use of big data. Big data describes a collection of data that is huge in size and yet growing within time. It's so large and complex, and it's not traditional. The future means that library data management tools are able to store it and process it efficiently. And big data is available in different places, in different sources, not forgetting the cloud computing that we use in our different institutions and as individuals. Then ask myself, what are the barriers of implementing AI? One, it requires careful planning and engagement with stakeholders, workflow timings, and how to implement it. Engagement involves the management, engagement involves our leaders, engagement involves the policymakers that were here the previous day for us to be part and parcel of implementing AI, especially in a third world country like Kenya. The technology involved is so advanced. Coding and huge data servers, communication networks. Implementation of AI in library is not cheap, bearing in mind that libraries are struggling with limited, or in some places, inadequate resources, even to manage the libraries. Another barrier may be the developers. How good are we in developing AI programs, or even understand them? I also noted that technology is evolving swiftly. The change in technology, I don't know if you've noticed even WhatsApp, that's a basic tool that we use. There's always an update on WhatsApp, on what is new, what is not happening. Are we able to handle the frequent updates? We require a lot of training and updates on the use of AI in our different spheres, not only as librarians, but even in our workplaces. It's still work in progress. That's why I don't have references over there. What are the challenges? We lack understanding of the technology behind AI. We don't have enough investments to procure or even develop AI structures in libraries. And when I speak across not only academic libraries, but it cuts across. The high system development costs. In some places, erratic electricity supply. If we say we are going e-library, we are full e-library, we are going AI, what options do we have with regards to electricity supply? However, of late, it's kind of stabilizing compared to other African countries. The internet complexities and also strain in the use of languages. The state has attempted to gag technology using AI. There was an article in the paper, was it yesterday, about how the government is trying to gag the use of social media. It's a challenge for us even as we implement AI as information providers. We have limited number of expertise, inadequate skills and competencies, and the big master in the room is resistance to change. Change doesn't come easy. We always resist change. The cost of software and hardware installation versus library budgets, which gets priority. And finally, the vast evolving technological applications that come by the day. Those are some of the references that I've alluded to, but I say still work in progress. As I come to the end of my presentation, I still had this question to ask myself. Do you think AI is taking over our job? And I throw this to us. Do we think AI is taking over our job? Is there a future for us as librarians? Anyone can respond to that. Just Lillian.
I don't think Why I am saying so, you see, these are basically machines that are made to think and work like human beings. They will need programmers. They will need people to go through these things such that they, data, the content, data development, etc. For those of us in the world where we have a collection of librarians, I shared an article that has been circulating in our information forums on how the workload for people who are working in AI, even in developing nations, is becoming so much, and our people are being paid very little. It just basically needs us to open our eyes, and as we were told, take the lead as far as the adoption of these things are concerned. It's just like when we kept talking about paper and the paperless society. Those are things I did back in 2000. And we used to hear, is it a farce or a reality? But the more I grow, the more I realize we need more paper. So technology, it may do some tasks, but again, it is human beings who will make it do those tasks. And for those of you a bit of background in technology, you'll hear GIGO. You put in rubbish, you get out rubbish. So we need good people to input such that these things can do what we want them to do for us.
Okay, thanks, Lillian. Any person with a different opinion? Yes.
Yeah, I have a different opinion, but not totally different. AI is not taking over our jobs, but it's going to take over the roles of the librarians. We need to either change our roles or change our perspectives on the specific role. So it will affect our jobs at the end, but not taking our jobs.
Okay. Based on that, how prepared are we as a serve an AI serving generation? How ready are we for the uptake of AI? Lillian said it cannot. He said it may. How prepared are we? Because AI is the way we are going. How ready am I? How ready are you? Especially bearing in mind you're serving an AI savvy generation. We had a presentation on plagiarism. We had thoughts on how students at university are trying to play around with technology to ensure that they're not caught up with plagiarism. How prepared are we? It's an open discussion.
I think we are prepared, or we are rather preparing ourselves. We have open discussions about AI in libraries. We are having one like these forums. We're also installing softwares. We have heard of Drillbit. We have heard of Turnitin. So when these guys come to our institutions, they'll find us already prepared for them. The other issue is what Dominic was talking about, that they keep changing the versions. Today they are using Gemini, then they change to another. By the time you realize you are not able to detect if they have used AI. Maybe that is the only challenge that we have now, which we really need to discuss about it. But with the installations of the Turnitin and Drillbit, I think as librarians we are trying.
Yeah, and also most of the presentations that Professor Gatiti made were making reference to programs that librarians have developed. Yeah. But I think it's up to us to go an extra mile and find out what are these developing technologies? How can we implement them? How can we adopt such technologies even locally? And then ask the next question. Do we have a role in the generation, a discussion of frameworks of governing AI? If so, how? Remember the discussion we had? You're either on the menu, on the table, or you are? We might not be able so much on that, because part of our presentations have been how can we be involved in the frameworks from the government, but then in our own local stations, local in quotes, in our own institutions. Are we involved in developing frameworks that govern AI? How are we involved? What is our say in it? And when the discussion was going on the other day, I just sat and asked myself, the judiciary, there is the rule of precedence. For us, there's no plagiarism because a judge has the liberty to refer to any decision made from any part of the country and make reference to it as part of their decision. But then, I'm not sure how many legal librarians are in this place, of which I doubt. Where is our role in ensuring this is done? In your own small capacity as an academician, as a researcher, in whatever place you are you the menu or are you at the table? And then finally, I ask, what collaborations can we have to achieve the AI vision in the institutions where we serve? What collaborations? What can we do to ensure duplicity, to ensure continuity, to ensure that we are not reinventing the wheel in different places, but you're adding value to the wheel that has already been invented by one of our own? Anybody? It's an open discussion. Anybody wants to speak to it? Yes, sir.
So, for me now, I'm thinking as your chairperson. If you look at the SCEXA conference that we had, the key important thing was 3 or 4 resolutions. And if we were to look at the theme of this year's conference, is actually AI, and the part of it was SDGs. So if then we can work and come up with a resolution tomorrow, which the outcome of this is the Kenya Library Association will provide a guideline statement for AI. Then, because association is all of us, you know, I said KRA is all of us, nikaona vijana wandogo hawajui what I mean, wanaanza kunitusi. What I mean by KRA is all of us, it would mean we pick people who have presented papers on AI. They form a small working group. Together, we come up with guidelines for AI and we post them on the KRA website. If you want then to customize them to your institution, you go ahead. That will save the energy that 200 librarians will go spend donkey hours working on guidelines on AI, but we just come up with general guidelines. And those general guidelines are not very prescriptive. For example, if we say librarians will support